So first things first, cheers to you, Cejudo. I recognize you as not only one of the best fighters the organization has ever seen, but one of the best champions and role models to any young fighter. So let's get into this. So speaking for myself, off the top of my head, I didn't really think this fight was too competitive, especially after the Islam fight, but when you sit back and really think about it, it's quite interesting because not only does Henry bring a completely different style, but it's also a massive class of fight IQs, with both guys being at the top of the pack when it comes to game planning and fight IQ. One of the key things for me in this fight isn't so much the punches and the kicks, but more so the distance and the range each fighter tries to fight at. Henry is a master at fighting with a lot of forward pressure, heading his guy off and trapping them in a box, where it lets him dictate the engagements at his range and also forces the attacks out of his opponent to draw them onto him. When it comes to Henry striking, a lot of people dismiss the skills he possesses on the feet, but he's always putting something in front of his strikes. Even though Cejudo isn't super diverse, he does a great job of sticking to the basics, where his go-to combination is the 2-3 shuffling forward, where you can either use that as a setup for the shot, or bring the feet and finish the combination with a jab right hand. And of course, I think we'd all agree that wrestling is the most interesting bit to this fight. Henry does a great job of either timing his level changes on the big attacks to hit the single leg, come back up to the waist and go inside out trip, or striking into the clinch and engaging in with knees immediately to time the opposing knee to score the inside trip. As you can see, you can break down this fight in so many ways, but as of right now, I still think Volk beats Henry. For my money, Volk has the better striking. I believe his defensive wrestling will hold up, and not to throw out the low-hanging fruit and compare, but if Volk was able to do what he did against Islam at 55, why couldn't he handle Cejudo, who was a weight class below Volk? I'll most definitely do a full breakdown for this fight when it happens, but until then, let me know what you guys think in the comments below.